today might be quite a boring day because right now I just have to do some painting, but I guess we'll see what happens. I think a lot of it today will just be DIY and cleaning up and stuff, so it's not going to be the most interesting vlog, but we'll have to see.
The ridge mountains, as far as the eye can see, serving the farming community.
Okay, I'm doing a Q&A, and the reason I'm doing it like this is because I have no way to light it properly, and also because this looks really pretty on the camera because the light reflects in a perfect way. But I've asked people to do a Q&A because today I didn't really have anything to do on the vlog whatsoever. So I've had to resort to filling the gap with probably this and some time lapses. The first question I was asked was, what's my favourite memory? And this is kind of an odd one, but it's a valid one, I think. My favourite memory is also my worst, because one of my favourite days I've ever had, I was in here actually, in my shed that's being renovated into a room, but I had all my guy friends around. We were having a great time, we were playing cards and everything. Honestly, it was the first birthday I ever had that was amazing, and I like to remember that. It was also the day when I found out my nan was dying, and that she had 4 days last year, and I kind of broke into tears and came back into the shed, and all my guy friends were like, what's going on, and they asked me, and I told them the truth. I was like, yeah, my nan's dying, I feel like shit, like this day can get worse. And then I walked back out because I needed to calm down, and when I came back in, they'd all arranged the bed for me, and they'd all laid down like the 7 dwarves under one cover, and they're just like, don't worry, we've got you back, you can have the bed, be all comfy. And granted I wasn't in a great mood still, but the fact that they cared that much was probably one of the nicest things, and it meant a lot to me, so that's probably my favourite memory. Yeah. Okay, question 2 is, why did I start vlogging? And it's kind of 2 reasons. One, I've always wanted to make something, preferably in video, because it's my favourite form of creativity. But I've been watching a lot of Casey Neistat, like a lot of people lately, and one thing really hit hard, and that was, it doesn't matter what it looks like, it doesn't matter if it's rough, uncut, as long as you get a story through, that's what matters. And I think my days can be interesting, and I think I can portray them as interesting because they're good stories and I want to know them when I'm older. So why not keep that? And that's also because I find myself just sitting down, not doing what I want to do, making movies, telling stories, and just lazing about. But when I've got a daily vlog, I feel like I have to do something. I have a purpose to my life currently, and it makes me feel better. And people like being in it. So question 3 is, what's the greatest prank I've ever? This one, pretty funny. Basically, there was this guy in my house, long time ago. But no. There was this woman in my house, and basically she fell asleep at a Halloween party, and she was out. She was gone, like so gone. And we were just putting everything on her. Like, we covered her hair in whipped cream. We poured like bags of ice down her top. She still didn't wake up. We like put breadsticks up her nose, everything. We made sure she was still breathing, of course. She was fine. And we like drew all over her face, classic penis, classic Hitler moustache, you know, the old stuff. And she just woke up, and look at her face, it wasn't of anger, she was just like, how the fuck did I not notice any of this? And it was just so funny, because she was just like, well, now I've got to go fucking clean myself. Because it was the end of the party, so she had to leave like that and sort herself out. And next question is, what is my most used phrase? And that would definitely be, by the way, which hence the name Paddy, by the way, because every time I message someone, they seem to not know who the fuck I am, and I'm just like, oh, my name's Paddy, by the way, and now people are actually calling me Paddy, by the way, and it's getting a bit irritating, so I might want to tone it down. Next question is, what is my favourite holiday destination and why? And I've been to 3 places abroad. That's France, Spain, like main Spain, and Tenerife. Tenerife was crazily good, and it was funny. It was so funny. It was such a good weekend. Just me, my mum, my mum's friends, and like her daughter just getting drunk pretty much. It was a great time. But my favourite destination would definitely have to be Scotland, because it's where a huge chunk of my family lives, and every time we go down, Even though we haven't seen each other in ages, they make me feel so welcome. Also, I'm called Patrick there, not Paddy. My dad's Paddy over there. And it's just good to see my family, and I'm happy because some of them are coming down soon, and that makes me happy because I like my Scottish family. They always make you feel at home. They always give you gifts, and they always go, "Oh, you look so handsome," you know, the generic family thing. But it makes me feel good, so I like it. I like it a lot. Next question is, what is the thing that I would most like to do this summer? And it's definitely get a bunch of my friends together and go camping, because I did it last summer and it was one of the most fun things I've ever done. We just went to a random woods, went camping, definitely didn't do anything that underage people shouldn't do, drinking, but it was really fun. Like, we had to sort it out ourselves, we had to make our own fire, we had to rely on ourselves, and we weren't very good because none of our tents had any poles and we were just laying on this mat looking like idiots. But it really it felt like I had really good friends. We were all bonding, and some of the stuff we heard while we were in the tent, outside the tent, from two of our friends who were playing Truth or Dare was just the funniest things. Because from the sounds of it, they were just randomly undressing, and it was just so funny. Oh, it was just brilliant. Which is cooler, dinosaurs or dragons? That's a tough one, because actually, apparently, the reason people think that dragons exist is because they found dinosaur bones. That shit's cray. And in some countries they eat them because they think it gives them healing powers. But, I don't know. It would have to be a dragon, because a dragon is just an overpowered dinosaur that can breathe fire. Because it can fly like a dragon, it's got scales like a dragon, its heart's in its throat, which is covered in scales, so that makes it even harder. Yeah, it's got to be dragons. It's got to be dragons. I mean, I like dinosaurs, but dragons win this one. Next question is, what is my favourite film? And this is definitely a tie, because one of them I love because it's just unique and it's hilarious. The other one I love because it's cute as fuck and it's hilarious. And one of them is Moulin Rouge, because Moulin Rouge is just one of the most wonderful films ever, and if you ask me to sing Elephant Love Medley, trust me, I can. And the other one is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, because that film just makes me laugh endlessly, and I think the music in it, the soundtrack is one of the best soundtracks I think I've ever seen in any film, and it's
country. Well, my father was a farmer, but my mother was a horse. We put them together, and helpers birthed. Don't need none of them books.